Main menu. You'll start a new game by swiping right. To load a game you have previously started, swipe left.
Greetings, ma'am. Welcome to the harbor.
What was that?
Just find our son. I'm begging
Mrs. Caswell?
You'll find him, right?
It is the last part.
Ethel!
Is it not?
Trust me. We should speak.
Who's there?
What are you doing here?
Oh, it is a terrible suffering indeed.
Who is it?
He was hanging from the rope. Here.
Where's my son?
Oh, how can he be driving so fast? I can't catch him in this piece of rubbish. I can barely see him. Oh, this isn't going to end well. These tires won't last much longer. Oh, why haven't I just had them changed? Oh, I'm so stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. What was that? Oh my God, someone's lying there. He's hit someone. God, he's hit someone. Oh, that's a child. That's a child. It's... Oh God. What was that? Out there, it's a shadow. Or an animal. Alice, pull yourself together. You can't let that guy get away. You have to catch him. He can't get away with this. How could I have let that happen? Alice, calm down. Breathe in. Breathe out. The locked room number 5. What was that? It's coming from inside. Should I enter or listen behind the door for a while? No, I can't just barge in there like that. What's going on in there? That's Hugo. For sure. I have to go inside. What?
Miss Wells, you're finally here. We've been waiting for you, haven't we, Hugo?
Mm-hmm.
Please sit down.
Mrs. Caswell.
Please, after everything we've been through today, call me Adele.
Okay. What's going on here?
You still don't know? Well, I'm not really surprised after everything we've...
How did you get in here? How did you find Hugo?
Quite easily. I was the one who put him in here. Right, Hugo?
But why?
I wanted to see how you would act. What you would do. If you would help me find him.
Who are you, really?
Oh, you don't remember me? Oh, well, it's true, I was much younger back then. And I had a different surname. I am Adele Garland.
Garland. That accident. September 13th, 1975.
The night of September 13th, 1975, the night when police officer Alice Wells fled the scene of an accident and did not help a young, dying boy. Hugo Garland.
But I didn't do anything.
My brother.
So you're the one who's brought me here?
Yes.
Why? Why now? I haven't done anything to you. That child, I didn't...
My brother.
I didn't hit him. I did what I had to do. If I had tried to help him, the murderer would have got away.
Do you have the envelope I wanted from you?
What?
The evidence file. 111. Do you have it?
I do. Here it is.
Such a small package. Hasn't it? Have you looked inside?
No?
Well, open it. Please.
What's all this?
Photographs. Photographs from that evening. Photographs of my brother. I was 21 back then. It had been my birthday a few weeks before. My parents weren't at home that evening, so I had a few friends over and we were celebrating. We were drinking, and sometime during that evening I realized Hugo wasn't in the house. He was lost. I went to look for him. We used to live far away from the town, no other houses around. So I was walking along the road, and suddenly this really fast car passed me by. It really scared me, and then I heard the tires screeching, and another car stopped quite close to me, a police car. I didn't really see who was driving it, I just saw that it was a woman. The car was just standing there for a moment, and then it drove off. And I saw Hugo, lying in the road.
So that was you. Mrs. Caswell, you were the one I saw that night.
Yes, and then when the police came to start asking questions, I remembered the person that I'd seen sitting in that car. It was the police officer who was in the investigation team, Officer Alice Wells. And I understood that the investigation was useless. And then when I got married, and I had my Hugo, I was trying to find you, and I found out that you were Chief Inspector. I'm in one of these photos, actually. How do I look?
That wasn't my fault. I didn't hit him. I'm sorry for what happened to your brother. I am, but I wasn't able to help him.
Oh, that doesn't matter now, does it? Everything's going to be okay now. I was hoping that if you came here, and I was able to see you, I would understand who you were. Cold. Without emotions. Or that I was wrong about you. One can change in 10 years. But I've been watching you all night, and I see that I wasn't wrong. When I got lost in the basement, you just went away. Who knows what else you've done? Things I don't even know about. I've been trying to make sense of you, maybe even understand you, but when I see how you behave, you don't care about others. You only act in your own best interest. Yesterday, I might have thought there was some good in you. But today... I hope that at least now, you'll do the right thing.
I could silence her. I could do it. But should I? I'm sorry. If I could go back, I would, please. Forgive me.
Forgive you? Forgive you? How can I forgive you? For the last 10 years, there hasn't been a day when I haven't wondered if you could have saved him. How can I forgive you? 10 years that my brother didn't get to live.
Well, what shall I do? What do you want?
I've always wanted to see you cry, to see you beg. I've wanted you dead, like my brother. But now, I just want you to go home. I want you to go to your police station, hand in your notice, and tell everyone about your negligence.
And then?
Then nothing. Nothing. That is enough. That is enough for me. Will you do it?
Should I admit to what I did? Okay. Fine. I'll do it.
Thank you, Miss Wells.
Mom, can we go home now?
Don't worry, Hugo. We'll find Daddy and we'll go. Mummy's taken care of everything. And what about you, Miss Wells? Will you go home now? Go to the police station.
I've left Harbour Watch Inn. I've left the island. And I'm going back home. But what am I going to do when I get there? How am I supposed to go back to work and act like nothing's happened? The evidence file number 111 lies next to me on the passenger seat.
Alice? Alice, are you there? Alice?
Evidence number 111. Starring Zoe Robbins as Alice Wells, Rosamund Pike as Adele Keswill, Mike Bodie as Richard Keswill, Richard Reed as Reverend Timothy McCarthy, Kenny Blythe as Detective John Broderick, Abigail Rice as Receptionist Ethel Washington, Jamie Marshall as Chef Thomas Rogers, Atom Uniacke as Hugo Keswill, Rebecca Reesness as Judy, Paul Coltofiano as newscaster, Michael Pitton as Police Officer Bowers, and James Beaumont as the guide. Story: Sylvia Divecki and Vladimir Mareczek. Written by Vladimir Mareczek. Lead programmer: Michal Zartopek. Directed by Tomáš Oramus. Music: Aleš Ramon. Dialogue recordist: David Dikera. Dialogue editor: Petr Neubauer. Sound effect editor: Petr Hilčanský. Foley artist: Radovan Eckert. Lead sound designer: Tomáš Oramus. Optimization for the visually impaired: Michal Jelinek. Licensed songs: Only Physically by Saka. Goodbye to Me, Traveler by Places. Monsters Inc. by Outsiders. Illustrations: Michal Kotsourek and Petr Drahoš. Marketing and promotion: Petr Poláček. PR by PR Outreach. Making of video by Aneshka Kruzhikova. Teaser by Krutart Animation Studio. We would like to thank all our friends who supported us throughout the development. The game is paused. To return to the story, swipe right on the screen. Created by Play by Ears in partnership with Sound Square Studio. Thank you for playing. If you enjoyed the story, you can follow us on Facebook by swiping to the right. You can return to the main menu by swiping left. To repeat the help, swipe up with 2 fingers. Main menu. You'll start a new game by swiping right. To load a game you have previously started, swipe left. By swiping up, you can turn the help for the visually impaired on or off. By swiping down on the screen, you can purchase the full game. You can exit the game in the same way you exit any other application on your device. To activate the help, main menu. You'll start a new game by swiping right. To load a game you have previously started, swipe left. By swiping up, you can turn the help for the visually impaired on or off. By swiping down on the screen, you can purchase the full game. You can exit the game in the same way you exit any other application on your device. To activate the help,